Welcome back to another trade recap video today, guys. We took a dub. A little bit out of the ordinary for me today. With that being said, we'll kind of just get into it and kind of the price action that kind of led to that. Coming into today, extremely bullish. We are at all-time highs well before market open. Kind of just want to see continuation from this point on. I know that we have some gaps below us. We had this 15-minute gap that we were holding before market open. Market open happens. We end up just ripping up. And from there, we leave behind a 5-minute. I like to target this 5-minute or see a retrace back into this 5-minute to then look for a long. And from here, as you can see, we do end up coming down, retracing a little bit. ES ends up sweeping out this 9:30 a.m. low. It does not sweep out, however, this low. So we still have this low right underneath, and I do want to see that low still get swept. And we never hit this 5-minute. So from here, we did end up displacing, and we did have this 1-minute inverse. And I know a couple people did take this trade, and it wasn't an awful trade. It really wasn't. It was a super small move within the market. I mean, fucking 10 points. But yeah, I just wasn't a big fan. We didn't tap the 5-minute. I really wanted us to tap the 5-minute here, but it was an all right setup. Good forward test and whatnot. And then from there, kind of just patient. All this shit was really boring. Came back down, filled another 5-minute right here. This was actually a 15-minute, so that's my bad. This ended up being a 15-minute. Come back down. We're just creating a lot of low resistance liquidity at this point. And kind of from here, this was at a point where ES was also close to taking all-time highs again. We're kind of just ranging in between this. It's very clear that we're going to make a final push to all-time highs on ES at least. And from here, once we swept these equal lows, clean displacement, we had this 2-minute inverse. And I didn't really take an entry for this. I really necessarily wasn't looking for anything, to be honest. I thought ES was honestly going to take this high because if we look right here, ES made equal highs right around this area, so I knew that ES would still take the all-time highs, and then we ended up coming down, and I knew that if we were going to bounce, which I knew we were going to bounce, I knew ES was going to take out this all-time high. It wasn't going to leave equal highs. I knew that, we had already inversed this 2-minute. We had swept out these equal lows. We're going to go higher here, so I'm just looking for a simple rebalance. Literally mark out this order block, sat in no drawdown. Just the absolute most bottom tick trade ever. Sat a no drawdown, price ran straight to TP. I had my TP set at this buy side, so unfortunately I didn't get a good close with the rest of the volume on that candle. But anyways, super solid trade. This was primarily my model just because we did see the equal lows get swept. Clear draw and liquidity and whatnot. We had this 2-minute inverse. Basically, just looking for a point from right here, this order block. Like, if this order block didn't hold, my stop could have easily been right here. We would have been super low risk on it and whatnot. So, super good trade. Nice to see that play out and whatnot. So, hopefully you guys were able to take something away from this. Maybe some of you guys even took this trade today or some of the other trades that we had marked out. So, hopefully you guys were able to learn something from this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.